I know. Are you so happy we're here?
First things first, Spruce runs out the gate and gets his bottle. Every time.
Well, but Herc gets his attention at the same time and his praises for keeping everybody safe last night.
Of course.
Yeah, and he's got his little happy stick this morning. Oh, I love you too, buddy. I love you too, buddy. That stick makes you look like you're smiling from ear to ear. Are you smiling from ear to ear? Yeah. What you got there, buddy? I'm so excited this morning. I'm so excited this morning.
The first thing you do as soon as you get done eating your bottles, go look for food. You're such a tub.
He says, I'm hungry, Mom. Something's wrong with me between my legs still.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Hi, buddy. This stick does make you look like you're smiling. Yes, it does.
Ear to ear.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
How are you today?
This helps me not to bite Mario's leg or somebody else.
That's
I
great thinking.
I gotta keep my mouth busy.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It's a beautiful day today.
It is, but let me tell you, there is no wind. I was looking at the weather today and it said wind gusts up to 4 miles an hour.
Those aren't wind gusts.
That's not wind gusts.
No, those are wind toots.
Yeah.
I have a goat licking the back of my leg. That is the weirdest thing.
I had Spruce trying to chew on my pant leg, or my shorts.
So today, we're gonna do a little normal stuff down here, but probably cut that a little bit short for you guys. We'll give you an update on Spruce and how he's doing. Today's a day for the birds and for the ticks, which kind of go hand in hand, or wing and wing.
Wing and wing. It's chore day.
It's chore day, but today we gotta move them birds.
Yes.
So we have not picked up all these birds. What we're gonna do today, let's just say these two city folks converted to country folks, it's gonna be interesting and dirty.
I think it's gonna be very dirty.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a good day.
It is.
All right, well, let's get to it.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. So I think this new system now has got Mario in the habit of knowing, like, hey, little guy got his. I'm gonna go to the pen to get mine, Mom, better bring it.
You're so trained.
Come on, Mario. Come on, brother. There you go. You know where to go, don't you? Good job, man. These guys, of course, girlfriend, stay out, Mama. His girlfriend and his brother, they don't really care about the rules. They just know he's getting food and they want some too. But they're getting better at knowing, like, you know, oh, I get it. He's gonna stay out there, eat his own food in peace, and then we can eat our food in peace. Man, whoever built this gate, you did a terrible job. I can do this two-handed, but I realize how many tricks it requires. One-handed not an option. Mario says, waggy, waggy, pour my food.
He's getting better at...
Oh, thanks, Mom, thanks.
You're welcome. He's getting better at not pushing my hand out of the way.
Yeah, no, I do the same. You want me to pour that one? Yeah.
Like that?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Good job, goaty goats. We're gonna have a little hay in there with your food today. How about that? Oh man, look at the peace in the goat shelter. Fantastic. Bubba, I love you, I'm sorry, but you're just a hyper dude. Look at that. We got happy, peaceful eating goats. Everybody in their respective spot. They may play musical feeders here in a little bit, at least between Blue, Ouija, and Mama. But, you know, by tying Herc up, especially in the mornings, because he's real hyper in the mornings, he's excited we're down here. Oh, what did we get?
Well, he needed a treat. He's been guarding all night long.
That's a boy. But he's doing really well. It's just he's really learning his leash and collar means I need to listen. We got some rules to follow. And this way he doesn't chase Blue out, even if in just a playful manner, and he doesn't get into it with Mario, which he won't while Mario's in the pen anyway. It's just, you know, you just kind of got to trial and error some of this stuff, and so far this has proven to be exactly what we needed to do. Boy, they didn't touch their hay very much last night.
Really?
Yeah. These two do kind of quarrel like brother and sister, which is hilarious. Maybe brother and sister-in-law, because that's Mario's girl.
Yeah. Well, you know, they did graze for a bit last night, so maybe they just weren't hungry.
Don't tell them, but they're also definitely the 2 fluffiest goats we have.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Mama better be pregnant. If Mama's not pregnant, we may have to take her to Grandpa Adler Farms,
She
where,
has to be pregnant.
because that's kind of like, you know, can you say fat camp? Remember the old movie when we were kids? Can't say fat
I
camp.
don't think you can say that, babe.
Can't say that about Batman either, can I?
No.
Well,
Mama's she's just pushing everybody out. Luigi finally realized there's still some out here, though.
yeah.
Mama.
Mama got some street cred, man. Farm street. Street farm? Whatever
Street
you have on a
farm
farm
street?
where, you know, you kind of demand the respect of the others, and for the most part they give it to you, otherwise you just kind of keep being a turd. That's Mama. She's doing great. They're all doing great. And this new setup, this new feeding is so much more peaceful. Especially because this rascal gets his time to himself.
I think that's the best part, is having him over there by himself.
Oh, no doubt.
Because these 3, they can handle each other, but
Well,
they all get out of the way for him.
Again, like in the mornings, for this guy especially, he gets the hyper. What do you cause? Chaos? You cause more chaos. That's what you do.
He does cause a lot of chaos.
Now, did you give him more food?
I did.
All right. Okay, buddy, can you be good? Kind of got the initial food excitement out of the way. Let's go get you some food, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna see if you want some food. You ate kind of late yesterday, so you may not be concerned. There's a boy. There's another boy. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
So much poo.
I think they have goat friends over each night, because there's no way these guys can produce all that poo in one day.
This is in one night.
Because we do this every day.
And night.
And again in the evening, that's true. So there's your some goat math. That's 4 adult goats and a spruce. And you can still tell Spruce's poo, apart from theirs, is still a little bit smaller pellets. But just so you know, that's how much poo they produce daily, nightly, sometimes twice a day. Okay, are all the feeders empty?
Yep.
Ouija, you just licking powder?
I think Mario can come out.
Mama, she's one of the best ones at getting the little pieces off the ground if any of them miss the feeder. She says, I'll get it. Ouija will do it too. He'll go down on his knees to
That's
do
what
it.
makes me think she has to be pregnant. Like, she has gained so much weight since she got here.
What do you think, big guy? Are we making your girlfriend kind of big for you?
Mario, you're so funny.
He says, would you just open my gate and let me out, please? I gotta make sure everybody ate all their food. Boink, 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 boink.
Let the cleanup crew out.
He says, although I do like my scratches and my skin between my horns. There you go, buddy. Good job, man. Good job. Walk through peacefully. I'm not in your way. Or you just want more scratches? Yeah, Herc's not up here to get onto us for it, huh? This guy is definitely going to have to learn how to eat faster. He got to eat inside the pen last night, right?
He did really well. He just took over one of the feeders is really what he did.
But somebody had the spoiled goat out by himself for a couple hours too, so he was grazing, and she might have brought him some little snacks here and there. He's doing amazingly well with the banding. I think, how many days? Today's Monday, is that Friday?
Friday.
So now it's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Monday. And he'll still randomly just kind of lay down, but not quite as pathetically as he did in the last video. If you didn't see that one, go watch it. That's where he got the band on and had to get acclimated with it, let's put it that way. But he's doing really well, not giving it that much attention. You know, we did notice his tail was down quite a bit of the day, Saturday, and then Sunday it kind of started to pop back up a little bit, you get some waggy. So he's not really showing any reactions of like anything out of the norm for what he's going through. So he's doing really well. It's just part of the farm life, and here in a few weeks, we'll have another weather. Mario has a curiosity with this cart.
They all do.
But he says mine, and then he wants to inspect it. Mario, the thing is, buddy, if you could just like learn how to use it and help her clean up your mess.
I'm feeling most of this is your mess, Mario.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I eat everything. I don't leave nothing laying on the ground. That must be Ouija. Probably Spruce. I bet Herc does it.
You think so?
Yeah. Wuggy, wuggy, wuggy. Oh. Oh. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh.
That's a good spot right
Mom,
there.
get that skin up between my horns, would you? That feels like a big wrinkle, you know? Oh. Yeah. That's the good stuff.
That's a good spot.
Yeah. Oh. Problem is, he
Waggy,
gets him
waggy.
hyper and he just wants to walk over and push on me and play the stand-up game. But he knows that gets his guard dog riled up, and guard dog doesn't like to see him playing what he thinks is rough with us. You're not playing rough though, are you, bud? No. You're just a little different than the goats here, huh? We know why. If you're new here, this is our buck. This guy's still intact. When it's feeding time, your buck turns into a completely different animal, and you gotta take special precautions to make sure he lets all the other goats eat. But if we do that, and then the food is gone, he's a pretty stinking great goat. Herc seems to disagree sometimes, but I think they're just fighting for king of the pen out here. I think you got the harder job, babe.
I am not going to disagree.
I mean, you know, all you gotta do is come steal the camera and the Mario from me, and then I'll do that for you.
It's okay.
Hey, you're stuck on my pants. Man, dude, I got big hands, but look at these horns. I mean, on the straight, I think you're looking at like 8.5, 9 inches from here to here. So add in that curve, we almost got some foot-long horns there, buddy. And you sharpen them, look how sharp those things are. This comes to a point. And you just let me play with them. He says, you'll just scratch my head after you're done. That's what I'm looking for. You chewing your cud, bud? He says, what are you doing to me? I'm putting it in the video. Sometimes you don't get enough attention, do you? No, you just want scratches, don't you? Oh, sick. You never know how much of that is mud and how much of that is, well, the only other brown options down here. Golly, you guys are stinker pots. Hard-headed, prideful stinker pots. Competing. Okay. There's no competition. You're all loved. You all get fed. Everybody's happy. No need to fight. Right? Right? Can you hear me? Do I gotta move the camera over here to get right in your eyeballs? He says, why? Why is this in my face? I wish you guys could smell this. This is the reason we banded little Spruce. And when he burps, you can smell hay and grass and green and grain. And then he puts the beard in your face and it's more like urine and other things we don't talk about. Blech. Blech. You guys are gross. But we're not gonna let Spruce be like that. It's just gonna be you flying solo in the gross bin. Yep, you won't be by yourself. All right, buddy, you're gonna stay right here with me, okay? Mario's gonna be with you. Should be able to get it. Stay back here, Bubba. Stay back here. Good boy.
Thank you.
The gate dance. You all have them. If you got a pin, you got an animal pin, especially a goat pin, you got that gate dance where you're trying to keep everybody out. It's a skill. I think we left some food hiding in there, dude. So it's been a little while since you guys have seen the birds. They're a lot bigger. So I'm actually a little surprised. I'm curious to hear what you guys, what you expected. But look how big these guys have gotten. Ugh, and the wasp just flew right in. Hey, go down in the brooder. That turkey'd like to talk to you.
So what's your plan to get these birds out of here?
Well, this is one of those moments where I kind of wish we had smell-o-vision for our people.
Yeah,
It
because these guys,
stinks in here.
they smell so bad.
I don't know what we've done to my shed, but it smells nasty. And a lot of that, guys, I didn't have a good plan, I guess, for how to get the birds out of here, how to clean all their poo. Turkeys are nasty. The Keats, the Guineas, they don't like the filth quite as much as turkeys do. So we refill their waters, we clean them out, we refill their feeders. Couple times a day?
Yeah.
The water multiple times, because you can just kind of tip it and get the gross out, and then you got to refill it later. But man, these turkeys are getting active. You open this door and you kind of got to stay in front of it because
Don't fly out, don't fly out.
You can see them looking right past you on either side like, hey, just move over that way, I'll go this way. So we've not handled these birds. I know we talked about a few videos ago, do we coddle them and love them and carry them and all that? Well, we decided no, especially with alpha gal, the tick-borne red meat allergy that I have now. We want these guys to be very natural. I want them to find every tick on the land and just have a feast. However, now I'm thinking like, okay, well, we got to get, 14 birds out of this guy somehow so we can clean it. And that's going to be the challenge today. I'll try to stand on turkey watch. Yeah, oh yeah, big
Oh,
turk,
they're both
big turk.
puffing up.
Oh yeah, showing my big turk. Got a big turk. So the bronze turkey, these are the two white turkeys. These are the first two we got. Are you gonna peck me or something? So, I just gotta reach in and grab one of these very peaceful, polite looking birds that wants to fly out of here or peck my face off, no big deal.
Okay, before you do that though, we need to have a plan for where you're gonna take it.
Right. So that's the other turkey right there. He is not growing quite as fast as these two. In fact, our original Guineas, the three, I don't, were you puffed up at me, man? The original 3 Guineas are the 3 with the black and brown stripes on their heads, and they look to be about the size of bronze turkey. So it's just crazy, man. They grow so stinking fast.
I love it.
And we're at the 2-week mark now. I think today we're nearing upper 70s already. It's supposed to be in the upper 80s. We've kind of talked about this. I did not move the light that provides the heat because it's been so hot out and we have that thermometer over there. So I know they have maintained the 95-ish here, and then right outside that circle it definitely stays in the upper 80s. You're gross, man.
He's gonna try to fly out.
So up here it stays in the 80s and 90s, and then out around the edge it gets, upper 70s, lower 80s, depending on time of day. So they've had their variation of temperature. So if you guys have been with us for a while, you remember our friends, Trevor and Amanda, and they called us the other day and they were like, hey, do you have a need for a chicken coop? And we said,
free chicken
a
coop.
free chicken coop. We know. Do not go comment below. We know this is for chickens. We also know this is way too small for all of those birds that we have, at least when they're full sized. But what it will provide for now is another place I can put them, like a holding tank, a temporary holding tank.
A holding tank?
And so we're gonna stick them in here. They've got grass down there. I'll put their feed in there. I'll give them their water. But I'm not gonna give them a light. I think, the temperature's good enough. They've got enough feathers now. They can kind of maintain their temperature and whatnot.
At least while we get things cleaned up.
Yeah.
They're not gonna stay right here.
No.
This is not where they're gonna stay.
Nope. They would
Temporary.
be eaten alive very quickly. I don't know.
No, they wouldn't. Not inside there.
We are very fresh to this. This is gonna be interesting.
I can't wait to watch you try to pick those turkeys up.
I know. I'm like looking at them like maybe I should let Shannon do that one. You guys would rather see Shannon do
I'll
it,
go
wouldn't
for
you?
the small guineas, but not the big turkeys.
What about bronze? You could get bronze.
I can maybe try to get him.
He doesn't puff up like the other two
That's
quite as
true.
much.
He seems much nicer.
And bear with us. We say he for the turkeys and the guinea. We have no idea what the sex of these birds are at all. It's just, you got to give them a little bit of personality.
So this is how they go in there?
Yeah, and slide that tray in just a little bit more because it causes a gap. There you go. So we're very, very grateful that they donated this, and sorry guys if we don't use this the way that it was meant to be used or if we just totally messed this up, but it was very, very kind of them. In fact, they delivered it. So I mean,
yeah, that
this
was
is
even
perfect.
better.
Now I am still waiting. I forget if I told you, but I'm waiting on those 2 chain link runs that we're gonna put up there. And then what my plan is we'll probably kind of convert the brooder a little bit, or I'll get some pallets and build kind of like what Dad had over at Grandpa Adler Farms for Nellie, like a pallet structure and then put a tarp over it. And then we're just gonna grow it from there. I'm gonna kind of learn what their needs are, and I'm sure there will be a much bigger shelter for whether it's all the birds or I separate the turkeys and the guineas, as we're trying to kind of figure out. So this should be really interesting. You ready to get some birds over here?
I think so. How about you go first?
Oh man, I feel so blessed and fortunate. Thank you.
You don't want to just try to carry them by hand?
Well, there's 14 of them. It's a lot of trips.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm afraid I have no idea what to expect. I'm actually, normally guys, I'm gonna be real honest with you here. Welcome to YouTube. Normally we do things the first time without you. And you know, we kind of learn the hard way. Now some things obviously you've noticed with the goats, you get to experience it with us because it's a one-time thing. We've not moved these birds. We've not picked them up, and they are feisty. Now they know when we go to feed them, they realize like, oh, these people are friends, and they kind of calm down a little bit. But until you do that, they treat you like you would expect a bird to treat you. They're gonna run from me.
They run.
So I have a box. I think maybe these will be more for the guinea keats, but I think these turkeys we are just gonna have to hold and carry them straight over. And I don't know how sharp their beaks are. I don't know how aggressive they'll be with them, or if you're holding them, you know, by the body, can they get your hand? Let's just do it. You know, until you do these things and have the experience, you don't really know what to expect. Okay, what do you think? We start with...
I think you should put the box closer to the brooder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to start with the turkeys? Okay, so let's do the turkeys first, because they're bigger, or at least the two white ones. And then the guineas, we'll see how they do when we're reaching in and if we can even catch them.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
No, you're
waiting on
right
me.
there.
All right, guys, I need you to understand I'm not here to hurt you. This is all for your better. So if you could just, you know, puff up and be a big jerk like that, it'd be great. I'm gonna have to get in there with him, I think. Boy, I don't know how fragile they are at this stage, but I'm gonna try to be as careful as I can. But if you get any
Even
closer,
the guineas are kind of puffing up like, who is this dude? What's he doing?
Yeah, here, I'm just gonna reach close to you so you realize I'm not gonna hurt you. You guys are so bad about knocking all your food out. I'm coming in. Can we be friends? There you go. Oh, maybe I need a mask.
Yeah, it stinks.
Hi, turkey, turkey. There we go.
Hey, good job.
Thanks. There we go. Oh boy. I almost lost that turkey, babe.
I was closing the gate and missed it.
He about flew away. Okay, I'm just gonna latch the top one.
Did he poop on you?
I don't think so. What do you think, buddy? Could you walk? You show me that I didn't break your legs or your wings or anything? Yeah, there you go.
He's like, I need a friend. Where's my friend?
They're coming, they're coming. I'm gonna bring your food, I'm gonna bring your water, I'm gonna bring everything over, okay? There you go, eat that grass. Find some ticks in there. I bet you got ticks in there. Very skeptical.
Yeah.
Do you think he feels like super vulnerable right now? Because he is listening to all these other birds out here. This is the first time since we got them here, guys. They have been in that brooder 100% of the time. They've not been out of the shed. They've been protected from the rain. This guy might be having a little bit of a culture shock. Okay, let me go get your friend. That way you know that you're not getting ready to be served up for dinner because you're too small. The turkeys don't have the same group, the herd mentality that the guineas do. The guineas want to be in groups.
He's talking over there.
Yeah, they've started, especially the turkeys, they've really started making new noises. I just want to touch it. Oh, don't trample your buddy here. Look, we're friends. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. You're okay. Can I have you get the gate for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go quick. He sees his friend. He's like, hey, we're here. Good job. Look, you're both safe. You're both in there.
They're like, what's happening? All right, let's go get the guineas.
All right, Bronze, are you ready to join your white counterparts, buddy? I know it. I know it. Oh my, you're feistier than the other two. You're okay. Good job, buddy. You settled down, didn't you? There you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Great job. Are you ready for a turn?
You're really doing great.
Oh, I've only done the turkeys so far. They're not nearly as fast as those guineas.
Yeah, I think you're doing really awesome. So maybe you should just keep being the one to pick them up.
I love how you're calmly trying to say that, like, with reason, you know. Well, no, you're doing great. You just say it. You don't want to pick them up, do you?
I don't really.
They are. I mean, they're very fragile. They're not nearly as big as they look. Like, once you get your hands on them, it's all just feathers and fluff. Terrified for their lives.
Jumping on top of each other.
See, we're friends. It's okay. Can I take you back over to your turkey friends? You're a little squirmier and harder to hold on to than turkeys. I don't want to lose you out there, okay? There you go. Be with your turkeys. Do I have a new friend now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, 1 guinea down, 10 more to go.
You're doing great.
When you do things like this, don't forget to wash your hands. Don't touch your beard. Don't touch your mouth. Don't touch your face. Don't touch anything.
You?
Come here, baby.
No.
No? They do pretty well once I get them outside. I think there's such a fear for them. But see, look, he sees his keep friends. And he's okay with going in there. Remember, guineas, they do want to be together. They're part of free ranging them in the future is to let a couple out, let them kind of wander around. They want to get back with their group, and then kind of letting more out and just doing that process until everybody's been out and they realize we come back here for safety and each other. Man, I'm sweating. I look calm and like I'm doing it like, no, but on the inside, man, I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt that baby bird. Okay.
You're doing awesome.
Let's just keep going. That gray one, he's the smallest one we moved over, either him or the white and gray one. They are a little bit harder to hold on to because I have a tougher time making a ring that they can't crawl through with my fingers. But they calm down, especially when you get them out here. They're like, yep, keep me safe. All right, this is kind of fun. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay. He says, I'm not ready yet. All right. All right, I'm going to have to be a little more forceful with you. How many more we got?
I see 4 heads, but it doesn't seem like you've picked that many up already.
I would imagine there's one more underneath those 2. Or we've left this open, maybe they left.
Well, I sure hope not.
I'm just kidding.
Did you count them to make sure we didn't lose any?
No, not yet. 11. And a
Good
bronze.
work.
We can't afford having a snake get in here. So this is not, like, by the time we're done, what we're gonna do now, clean the brooder out, probably pull it out. We got a lot of stuff behind it that we wanna get out of there so that we can push that brooder back, kind of get some of our shed back so that it's easier to get in and out of there. And we'll just have this as a temporary holding place. If they are cold, they will all huddle together and stay together. Right now, they obviously are just a little scared because I just picked them all up and moved them. So they're sticking close together, but that cuddling doesn't indicate cold to me. That's just acclimating to the new space.
That's just, hey, we're in a new spot and we don't know if we're gonna die or not.
Yeah.
Look at those feathers.
That's bronze turk, isn't it? Yep.
Yep. I think he's gonna have some pretty feathers.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, after handling them, you know, they all look similar in size because their feathers are coming in, blah, blah, blah. But there's a clear difference between the ones that we got first, which are the 3 Guineas that have the black and brown stripes.
Yeah.
They are clearly, there's much more to them.
I think this is fair. I clean up after the goats and you clean up after the birds.
You think so? I can't imagine why you prefer it this way. Well, did you ever think you would have a need to just have a random water bowl out at all times, whether it be for your dogs or your goats that come out? But we always keep this bowl of water out here for when we have the animals out, and they all know they can come over and get some water here. It's not
all of them drink from it.
It's not huge. We could probably upgrade it, but Nala even comes over and drinks out of it. So it's been really handy. I just never imagined there'd be a day that we just needed to leave water out for the wild ones. Oh, it's crazy, man. I've got their feeders full. Now we still are on the growth, the starter food for these guys. So it's a high percent of protein compared to what they'll need in the future. But I do have regular game bird feed that we'll switch them to. But you know, I'm not wanting to feed these guys too much once we're up there. I mean, we'll feed them, obviously, especially until they can be out enough to feed themselves, but I don't want them to get too dependent. I know we're gonna have to use food to kind of train them to get them to come back and whatnot, but we need these guys to get out there and eat those insects and stuff. Can you forgive me for moving you? There's some feed.
They all kind of follow the bronze turkey. That's kind of funny.
I know. I almost wonder if they don't realize he's a turkey yet. Dude, white turk.
Why do you have to stand on it?
He's already pooped in it. Can you flip that little turkey turd out of there?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Get off of there, Turk. What are you doing?
Well, you know what he's doing. He's trying to roost. He's trying to stand up on it.
Yep.
So we might need to try to find some sticks so they can get up off the ground.
Okay.
Let me just put one in here.
I can't let Kyle touch the camera. His hands are too gross. I know you won't touch me. You love me more than that.
Or I'm afraid of her more than that. She just worded it a little differently.
It doesn't matter which one, as long as you don't touch me with your dirty hands.
But what are you? They're not dirty. They're birdie. They're
Same
birdie
thing.
hands.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
I would agree with that. Well, look at this, man. This is why we had to get them out.
Oh, it's gross in here.
I mean, there's guinea poo in here, but guys, those turkeys, man, they start taking bathroom breaks about as big as they get, so they grow.
Shoo-wee.
And it stinks.
Bad. Okay, so guys, this place is a mess.
Yeah, it's actually embarrassing.
It's pretty embarrassing, but this is why we still have all of this out here. So the goal for today is to get this under control.
Yeah, it ain't all gonna get done in one day. I promise. There's no way. But this is the camper life. We moved out
Yeah.
here. You know, we still have a storage unit in town that's full up. So this is part of the lifestyle. Moving out of the city, giving up all your storage, your extra bedrooms and things, dumping it out here to get rained and stormed on, and hope that you've got the stuff in here that shouldn't be rained and stormed on. And you know, it has its own challenges, but they're awesome. And once you've made progress, like, build this shed and start to actually utilize it way better than we are so far, we're on the right track. So this was an impromptu brooder build that I didn't take into account our inability to get around it or, anything, but it served its function right out of the gate, which is fantastic. But now it's time for change, and those guys are getting big, and here before too long, they're going to be outside full time.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And I may just need to stay the night in the shed one night after that just to reclaim it back. As long as it doesn't smell like this anymore. They stinky.
They are stinky. All right, let's get to work.
Let's get to cleaning. Yummy.
So it's kind of funny, when you move out to the country, you repurpose things. What used to always be a snow shovel before is now a poop shovel.
Yeah, let me get that sack of crap out
Literally.
here. Yeah, out first, and then we can kind of sweep that into one pile, and I'll help sweep it into your shovel.
My poop shovel?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sure Kyle's making faces behind my back, but this is what happens when Shannon builds things. So
Well, we had an entire conversation last night that went on extensively, and we agreed on everything we talked about. That I had
Did
my
we?
metal sawhorses that, I was like, we better just put them on that. No. I started to build a hay feeder, but I don't like the design, but they're going to work great for sawhorses for all these planes. They did.
this is what happens when I build things. This is why Kyle has to build everything. Yep.
That's her sawhorses. Those are them. Yep.
This is what I built.
Yeah.
It's crushed on the ground.
The neat thing is that it at least went down, the way you would need it to. So most of it's still fairly stacked, but that is not
Not gonna work.
gonna work. That'll ruin every single one of those.
Okay,
Told you so.
my bad.
Told you so.
I'm never gonna live this down. Have you ever heard the saying or the phrase, to clean a mess, you gotta make a mess? Well,
Yeah.
that's where we're at right now.
This is a lot of work. But
Yeah, we have a lot of crap.
it feels amazing to be able to step straight into it, not have all those planks right here. Obviously, because of the birds and the planks, we kind of pushed everything to the outer edges. But I do have some utility hooks to hang like the pole saw, weed eaters, chainsaw, keep those up off the floor.
That'd be nice.
We're not going to get this project done by the time we need to be done filming the video for today. So we'll show you the update, what it looks like when we're all done, a little better organized, better clean, and a happier Kyle and Shannon. But I want to go check on the birds, check on their temperature, see if they're too cuddled and huddled, trying to stay warm, or if they seem comfortable. Looks like they're pretty happy.
They're kind of spread out. They're picking at the ground.
Yeah, there's no abnormal huddles or cuddles other than the fact that they heard us come over.
Don't anybody run out on me now. They're all huddled up right now because, well, I'm scary.
Yeah, pretty much. I think with them being in the shade, they're probably, what'd you say the temperature was?
85.
So they're 85 degrees. Look at him. He's like, get out of my way, I'm coming out the door.
Chirp.
Don't do that, lady. So yeah, I think the temperature's perfect. They've been picking at the ground, picking at the grass. Yeah, I think this will be a perfect holding station.
At least so we can get the shed finished.
Yep. We'll monitor the temperature, make sure they're all happy, and go from there.
Okay.
All right, well, we are well underway with the birds. We're just waiting on the runs. We've now got this little coop, and then we've got enough scraps if I need to throw something together that's a little bit bigger for them, depending on when those runs are supposed to be here, we can get it done. I'm getting my shed back.
Temporarily.
Kind of. And then we'll put them back in the brooder inside the shed until they're ready to be outside full time. But I'm getting some square footage back at least.
Yes.
We can set the brooder further in there and be able to walk around, store some
Not
stuff.
get clotheslined by a cable.
Yeah. Well, it feels really, really good to be getting back to the projects. We've really got alpha gal contained by just absolutely changing the diet. So I've not had any fevers for, I think today's day 5 or 6. I don't even know.
I don't either.
You lose track. Still, coming up with recipes and things we can eat, but I think just absolutely going completely off the deep end with your diet, and then can work back into it and figure out what I can eat. and keep an eye on the numbers and see how quickly we can kick this thing.
I just don't want you to test it too early and have a reaction again. Just saying.
She can drink milk, eat steak and cheeseburgers and pizza. We'll see.
I don't drink milk.
Yeah.
I can't make promises on all the other stuff though.
All right. Well, overall, Spruce is doing great. Moving of the birds went very well. I think I made some friends today. I only got pecked by a couple of them, but they calmed down once they're out in nature. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, protect me.
They're dancing back and forth.
Yeah.
They're good.
So war on the ticks. We're about to wage war here very soon, and got some other stuff in the works too. So thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with us and giving all the advice and encouragement and support. It is so meaningful, we cannot tell you.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep going, and then we'll show you how far we get in the next one, right?
That's all we do.
All right, well, as always, guys, we love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Just grow those feathers, guys.